Thank you, Blake, for your talk. I thought practice was very, very, thank you, very, very strong today. So I was doing my regular mantra, which is repeating Wa Om Song Jom, honoring the assembly that heard the Avatamsaka Sutra preached, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas from infinite time and space. And my practice was very strong until these two lines replaced my mantra. It was the day before Christmas, and all through the room, not a creature was stirring, not even on Zoom. Thank you very much. Most of the poetry I write doesn't rhyme, but I just couldn't help that one. Well, does anyone have a serious question? Maybe someone on Zoom has a question.
I'll take a shot. I have a question about sitting, practice, and memory. Because memories, so much of what we do is based off of what we experienced in the past. And when we're sitting, it seems to me that sometimes it's really, really difficult to let go of the intrusion of the past. Can you address that for me, please?
No. Most of us have experienced some sort of suffering, or at least strong unpleasantness in the past. And it's natural for these memories, to reappear. They don't reappear just when we're sitting, at any time they can reappear. So that means, the wound, inflicted by that experience has not yet healed. So when it comes up in sitting, while you're meditating, you have the opportunity to really look at it. And that's an opportunity that we don't have in everyday life, at least not to the degree that we have when we're practicing. So bring that Zen mind, so to speak, to your memory of that experience. And you can ask the same sort of question you ask during regular practice. So for a long time, my practice was on the inhalation, what am I? And on the exhalation, don't know. I hope that all of you do have some regular, definite practice, when you're sitting. I think that's very important. That no matter how strong it is, let's say your practice becomes stronger when you do have that sort of practice. But sometimes a memory will intrude. It might be a pleasant memory, inviting you to go off on a daydream about something really nice, or it can be something quite unpleasant, something, from your past. I would say the best thing to do is to treat both kinds of memory the same way. Simply observe it briefly and then let it go. One way to let it go is to increase the intensity of your practice, if only for a few moments. Most people's practice is based on breath. I strongly advise practice to be based on breath. On the inhalation, I'll just tell you, my practice now is repeating a stanza from the Avatamsaka Sutra. And on the in-breath, twice, holding the breath once, exhaling for 4 counts, and then holding it out for 1 count. And if I did my math correctly, that adds up to 8. So a strong, definite practice is important. It will be interrupted by various thoughts. As soon as you're aware that it's interrupted, just sit straighter, breathe more deeply, and say, damn it, I'm going to do this. You don't have to say that. I've got this. If you have that kind of practice and you really stay with it, then when a memory, a bad memory, a memory of something that was maybe especially painful appears, built into your practice already is dismissing anything that intrudes. So I'm glad you asked this question. I don't think it would have occurred to me to talk about what your regular practice is, and to advise that it's strongly coordinated with the breath. Something interrupts it, long exhalation, and then resume your regular practice. All I can say about that is only try. Well, Zen Master Hae Kwang would say, try, try, try for 10,000 years, non-stop. Soon get enlightenment. Are there any other questions? I think a bodhisattva question is about to appear. No, the great bodhisattva said no. I don't have anything else to say on my own. So it may be that here comes a question.
So you talked about enlightenment a lot. What is it?
Yeah. That's an English word that has the meaning that in the darkness, all of a sudden light appears. So our minds are often dark in the sense that they're not clear. So if they're not clear, something is obscuring the mind, like a cloud, as a cloud obscures, the sun. Yeah. So, could you repeat your question?
We talk a lot about enlightenment.
Yeah, okay.
What is it?
Thank you very much. I obviously don't want to talk about it. Enlightenment is simply your mind is clear. If your mind is clear and you don't have all sorts of thoughts running through it, you can say your mind is not only clear, but it's clear and bright. Now we're getting close. Yeah. So that's the mind that we actually should always have, and the mind that we practice in meditation. We practice so that we can keep that mind in everyday life, not to the extent that we perhaps are repeating a mantra, or even, although it's much more possible, coordinating with the breath. I'm kind of a breathing freak myself. I've done, breath control exercises since I was a teenager. I had no idea where it came. It just occurred to me, this is a good thing to do. is to really breathe in strongly, hold, and breathe out. I really don't know where it came from. I think it was spontaneous. I didn't read about it and wasn't recommended. So if you make it a strong part of your practice, you can call that up. You can call that state of mind up when something intrudes. So it all comes back to what do you do on the cushion and how do you bring that into your life? We don't practice so we can maybe practice better or longer. We practice to fulfill the great vow. Sentient beings are numberless. We vow to save them all, and the other three vows as well. I don't think we. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
The Heart Sutra
Yeah.
says no touch, no sound, no smell, no taste,
Yeah.
no object of mind.
Yeah.
None of it.
Yeah.
But I taste and I smell, so why?
You say what?
I taste and
Yeah.
I smell, and they're there.
Yeah.
So how is there no?
What the Heart Sutra is pointing at that everything that we take as real, there's nothing substantial there. So all these negations, how do the negations end in the Heart Sutra? I can't remember because my memory is just terrible. Yes?
I'm trying to think. It's just before far apart from every really sort of no holding
No extinction of them.
no extinction.
No
There's
attainment.
no smell.
And
There's
nothing
no
to
sound.
nothing to attain. That's
Yeah.
Nothing, nothing to attain.
Nothing to attain.
And that's the end. There's nothing to attain. You already have everything. Just have to open up a little and see it. So that's why we practice, so our minds open up, to what we really are. The experience is usually we wake up to what a dreadful person we really are. And that may have some place too. But to recall, to bring to mind our true nature. That's why we practice. I don't want to say anything else after that.